The Keeper of the Hidden Light, Barnaby's Great Discovery. Chapter 1. The Quiet Woods. Deep within the whispering woods, where the trees are so tall they seem to touch the stars, lived a small white rabbit named Barnaby. Barnaby was not like the other rabbits in the meadow. While his siblings spent their days racing through the tall grass and munching on sweet clover, Barnaby preferred the stillness of the deep forest. He had large, midnight black eyes that saw beauty in the smallest things, the way moss felt like a velvet carpet, or how the dew hung on spider webs like tiny diamonds. But Barnaby had a secret. He felt that the forest was losing its glow. The elders said that once the forest breathed with a magical light, but over time, as people forgot to listen to the trees, the light began to fade into shadows. Chapter 2. The Gift of the Firefly Queen. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in shades of violet and indigo, Barnaby was sitting by an old gnarled oak tree. Suddenly, a tiny spark drifted down from the branches. It wasn't a falling leaf, nor was it a common firefly. It was a shimmering golden orb, no bigger than a marble. Barnaby, a tiny melodic voice whispered. It was the Firefly Queen. The forest is growing too dark for the weary travelers. The paths are disappearing. Take this lantern. It is the heart of the forest. As long as you carry it with kindness, it will never go out. Barnaby reached out with his small paws. A tiny wooden staff, perfect for his size, appeared in his hand, with the glowing orb hanging from the end. It didn't feel hot. It felt warm, like a hug from the sun. Chapter 3. The Journey Begins. Barnaby knew his mission. He wasn't just a rabbit anymore. He was the lantern bearer. He began to walk deeper into the parts of the forest where the shadows were the longest. As he walked, the golden light from his lantern touched the trunks of the ancient trees. To his surprise, the trees began to hum. It was a low, vibrating sound, a song of gratitude. The flowers that had closed for the night bloomed once more under his light, revealing petals of sapphire and gold. "Don't be afraid," Barnaby whispered to a small bird that had lost its nest in the dark. With the light of his lantern, he guided the bird back to its family high in the pine branches. Chapter 4. The Bridge of Whispers. After hours of walking, Barnaby reached the silver stream. Usually the water reflected the moon, but tonight a thick mist covered the ground. He couldn't see the stepping stones. Suddenly, he heard a soft crying. It was a young fawn stuck on a slippery rock in the middle of the stream. Barnaby held his lantern high. The light pierced through the mist, turning the fog into a glowing golden path. "Follow the light," Barnaby called out softly. The fawn, seeing the gentle rabbit and his warm lantern, felt a surge of courage. Step by step, guided by the golden glow, the fawn made it safely to the bank. The fawn nudged Barnaby's ear in thanks before disappearing into the ferns. Chapter 5. The Mountain of Echoes. Barnaby's journey took him toward the Mountain of Echoes. The air grew colder, and the wind began to whistle through the rocks. The lantern's light flickered, but Barnaby held it close to his chest, shielding it from the breeze. He met an old owl named Silas, whose wings were too tired to fly in the gusty wind. Silas was perched on a cold stone, shivering. "Where are you going, little one?" Silas hooted. "To the center of the forest," Barnaby replied, "to share this light with the great willow. I heard that if the light reaches the willow, it will spread to the whole world." Silas smiled, his wise eyes reflecting the lantern. "Then I shall walk with you. Your light gives me warmth I haven't felt in years." Chapter 6. The Great Willow. Finally, at the very heart of the Whispering Woods, they found it, the great willow. Its branches were long and drooping, looking gray and lifeless in the dark. Barnaby approached the massive trunk. He felt very small, but he remembered the Firefly Queen's words. He touched the lantern to the bark of the tree. For a moment, everything was silent. Then, a vein of gold shot up the trunk, then another. The light climbed into every branch, every leaf, until the entire great willow was glowing like a massive chandelier. The light didn't stop there. It traveled through the roots, under the ground, and popped up across the entire forest in the form of glowing flowers and bright fireflies. Chapter 7. A New Dawn. The forest was no longer a place of scary shadows. It was a place of soft, magical light. Barnaby realized that he didn't need to be big or loud to make a difference. He was just a small rabbit with a big heart and a steady hand. As the first rays of the actual sun began to rise, the lantern in Barnaby's hand faded into a soft glow. He wasn't tired. He felt full of life. He walked back toward his home, the path now clear and welcoming. From that day on, whenever a traveler feels lost or a child feels afraid of the dark, they say if you look closely into the woods at twilight, you can see a small white rabbit with a glowing lantern, making sure the world stays bright. The moral of the story: even the smallest creature can carry a light that changes the world. Kindness is the lantern that never runs out of fuel.